League of Legends is an extremely dynamic game with a lot of elements players should keep track of. An important feature of League that some people overlook is their experience bar. In this guide, we will talk about things high-level players look for to give themselves an edge over their opponents. This is power spikes. How quickly a player can level up and access a new ability can heavily influence the outcome of the laning phase. With all players laning normally, a player should hit level 2 by the death of the third melee minion of the second wave. In the top lane, if your jungler has started bot side, consider taking a small blue minion before getting to lane. Pressing your champion against the wall while doing this can help minimize the amount of hits you take from the camp. If done correctly, you should gain 30 experience points and should make it to lane in time to last hit your minions. You should hit level 2 by the first minion of the second wave. You can use this advantage to pressure your opponent and begin to zone, or let your enemy push into your turret without falling behind on level ups. For bottom lane, Krugs and Gromp are both options to consider if you plan on attacking your opponents on a level spike. Remember, jungle monsters will give experience to the player who last hits them. For examples of how to do these camps efficiently, you can look at our Taking Camps at Bot Lane video in our guide section. Be cautious of coming to lane with lower health, however, as your opponents may play more aggressively. You can use these windows of time where you have an extra ability over your opponents to try and make a play. To take most advantage of these power spikes, you should constantly be aware of your experience bar throughout the laning phase. Also, it is best to be comfortable using the hotkeys to level your abilities. Some players prefer clicking the icon to level up their abilities, but a player that uses control will always be quicker and will not have to take their attention away from their opponent. For bottom lane, it is a good habit to ping your target before a power spike engage so you and your teammate can coordinate. Experienced players will use this level up as a trigger to engage on the enemy. Besides level 2 and level 3 power spikes, level 6 is a more obvious one. Always be aware of what minion's death will give you level 6. You can use this moment where you are clearly stronger than your opponent to make a favorable trade or even zone them. As a solo laner with teleport, you can also use this moment to teleport to bot lane because your abilities should give you a clear advantage over lower level junglers and the bottom laners who have to share experience. Finally, power spikes also come in the form of items that work very well with a champion's kit. A common power spike item for some champions is Sheen. Always inspect an enemy that has returned to lane to keep track of how strong they're getting, or consider playing more aggressive if you have completed your own power spike item. By being aware and anticipating champions' power spikes, you should be able to make better decisions before skirmishes. Better decision making will help you stay ahead of your enemies.